Bonjour everyone, Madam Blue here. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I did a sit down video, child. So I hope I can get through this without a bunch of hoopla, without taking all day. But today, as you can tell from the title, it's my 1 year anniversary in Houston, being in Houston. Pause. First of all, today, the day that this is being recorded, is 1 year. The day that you see is going to be 1 year and a little bit of change, okay? Because clearly I can't record it. I can't put it up today because today is Sunday. My vlogs go up on Sunday, so I'm going to have to put this up on another day. Anywho, let's get into it. I ain't taking no notes, no nothing. I wanted to review my old video. If you have not seen my 3-month update video, I will link that below. So make sure you watch that one first. So I ain't got no notes. We're just going to talk about what this year has been like. So first of all, am I still poor? Absolutely. That's number one. Okay, let me stop being dramatic. Yes, I still have a home. Yes, I still have my vehicle. We'll get to that later. Yes, I'm still eating. We'll get to that later. Still have my cell phone. We'll get to that later. Yes, I still have all the things that I've always had. Do I have extra? Absolutely not. Have I had a new weave in a year? No. Okay, that's ignorant. The world is in shambles. But I'm saying that to say, although I'm about to be very dramatic and complain, not really complain, but state the facts of life, overall, I'm still alive and well and doing okay. So, let's take it back. I'm a hairstylist. I had a suite in Arizona for 6 years before I left, and it took me 3 years to be full-time and only do hair. And by the time I left, I was doing very much well. So to go from building a business up and crying, doing all this blood, sweat, and tears, and then moving to a place and literally being back at ground zero is very much stressful. It's very much frustrating. And it's like, I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm just out here trying to survive. Okay, so anyways, okay, so I've been in Houston a year. Let's start with my apartment. It's cool because of the price. Okay, because it's very much ugly. It's not the worst, but it's not cute. Now, I'm pretty sure I said this in my other video, but I was looking for all these apartments. Nobody wanted to approve me because I was self-employed. Blah blah blah. Fast forward. I get here. Took me 24 hours. That's the whole thing. That's in the other video. I'll link that below. I'm here. I'm like, it ain't that bad. I'm here. I'm chilling. I'm minding my business. And for the most part, it's cool. It's some things that I definitely don't like. Like, you could definitely tell that there was some type of water damage at one point in time because the ceiling. And I'm like, why y'all have to repatch both ceilings? What happened? Bugs. Okay, look. Before I moved to Houston, my cousin was like, look, it's going to be some bugs, and it's going to be some bugs you cannot identify. And I was like, okay. Looking at apartments, people in the reviews were like, bugs, roaches, rats and roaches, fam? Is this New York? Sorry, that's what I just see on the internet. I don't know if it's true or not. Oh, let's look. I'm like, what is that? The really big ones, I guess they call them water bugs. I don't know. Big, fat, nasty roaches. Okay. Taking over the place. When I first moved to Arizona, that's the first time I ever saw a big, fat, nasty roach. I'm like, oh, that's just the summer roaches, the sewer roaches. What? That's a cat. It was so fat. So when I was like, okay, I'm used to that. What was I saying? I don't know, because my tripod started to fall. I think bugs. Anywho, fast forward, these fat roaches are out of control. Now, I know I'm going to see them when it rains a lot. I'm just going to see them. But I'm just like, and my neighbor, low-key, we always leaving his garbage outside. Not saying he got roaches. I don't know why am I whispering. But, because they do trash pickup every other day during the week. But they never come up on the second floor. So if you go on the second floor, everybody, I just noticed, put theirs on the first floor. So that's what I started doing. But every time I be going outside, his garbage be out there, and I'd be like, don't sit your garbage outside the door. We got stray cats. Oh my God, that's another thing. Anywho. So apartment, barely like, but I got one. It's very much affordable. Jobs. So When I first moved here, I moved here as an independent hairstylist, but I had no clients. And for some strange reason, I thought I was going to get clients right away. Then I got clients back to back after a month of being here. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get clients. And I never got any other clients. So I was like, I'm poor. I need a job. And all of my savings is gone because I've been paying for this sweet $265 a week and I have no clients. So I have to close that down. So that is like, oh, I'm a failure. Oh, okay. Okay. Jobs. So I think I said in my other video, but my biggest mistake is I should have came out here with a 9 to 5. I don't know how faith works, and I really thought, oh, I'm doing this part, these things are gonna happen because of what I'm doing. That's not how it works. I don't know how it works yet, but that is not that. So I should have came out here with a job. Number one. So when I finally got a job, the only job that I could get was full time, but it was $12 an hour. Do you want me to die? Less than $2,000. Well, we got to figure out taxes. So I know my checks every week was less than $400. So let's just say it's $400. That's $1,600 a month. Let's just say my rent is $1,000. My car is $521.64. So that pays my car and my rent. That does not pay my phone bill. That's $200. Why is Verizon $200? I don't know. I just pay it occasionally. Literally. That does not include my insurance. That's $200. Why my insurance be $200? I don't know. It finally went down this time, but it's still close to $200. That ain't give me no food, fam. I'm hungry. That don't give me no gas. So you want me to be homeless? So I'm like, okay, I got this job, but it ain't no money. So I went back to Arizona. Because one, I was like, I'm crying every other day. My way be slipping aside. I'm like, I'm crying every other day. I'm tired of these jobs. I'm tired of these people. Whatever. I'm going back to Arizona. So nice. I went back to Arizona, but okay, pause. I interviewed for another job. The person recommended that I interview for a management position because of my experience. You don't know my experience. I have a bachelor's in small business management entrepreneurship, and I was a suite owner for 6 years, and I had an online store. I still have it for 2 years. So the person was like, you should apply for a management position, not a the manager was like, you should apply for a management position, not a retailer position. And I'm like, I did think about that, but also I was trying to get my foot in the door a little bit. Kind of, she was like, I'm gonna talk to my manager. You think about it, and I'm gonna have her call you. So the lady was like, well, have you had any management position? I said, not at somebody else's company, but I've managed my own for 6 years, built it from the ground up. You feel me, fam? I do all the stuff that's required. I do my inventory. I really have to do payroll, but everything that you got to do to run a small business, I did everything. Customer service, social media, managing the books, I didn't file my own taxes, but getting my shit ready for taxes, all of that. I do everything. So they're like, well, I can start you as assistant manager. I was like, okay. She's like, well, how much you want to get paid? I was like, $18 an hour. Because I'm like, I don't know how much management jobs cost, but I'm like, if I just got this call center job to sit on my ass and do data entry for $12, I know ain't no management position about to be that low. I'm like, the lowest I could do is like 15 because one, I got big girl bills. 2, at the time, my suite was still going to be open. So I'm like, in order for me to balance the two, I need to have something that's going to pay for both. So in real life, to pay for both, I need like $25 an hour. So she was like, oh, this position is $13. For assistant manager, $13. I can sit on my ass for $13. I was like, oh. Now thinking back, I'm like, I should have just still took it. But one, like I was saying, I was still going to have my suite, and I needed something that was going to pay for both because I did not have any clients. So I was like, no, I'm sorry. But now I'm like that same week also, I want to say he had found somebody to take over my room. So when I got back, I was going to have to move out. So I was just like, no suite, no job, no money. I'm homeless. Anywho, if they so happen to be hiring again, I might think about it. But at the same time, I got big girl bills. Finally got a main job in May. Okay? But it don't pay nothing either. But I'm a hairstylist, and my goal is to be a full-time hairstylist. So I keep the job at the salon so that I can always be available to do hair. Instead of people saying, do you have this available, and me saying, no, I'm not doing hair. And me losing out on potential clients. We're not playing. When I first did my braid down, my hair be too smooth. My weave want to just slip and slide. Stop playing with me. This is not the wig I wanted to wear, y'all, but I didn't get my other wig ready in time. What was I saying? I'll be back. I'm like, I can't be crying in the corner every other night. So I'll be crying in the corner every other night because I worked too hard to be back at 0. I've done too much. Maybe I haven't done enough. Maybe I'm delusional. But I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, and I'm not reaping the benefits or the rewards of doing what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. I might be doing what I want to do, not what I'm supposed to do. It might be that. Either way, I don't know. We're just trying to figure this thing out called life. I don't know nothing. I don't got no answers. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why nobody like me. I don't know how to reach the people. Y'all tell me. Y'all be watching my videos. I don't know. I just got 2 new subscribers too. Hey, y'all. But I don't know what I be doing. Fact of life, I have a job. Thank you, God. I hate it also. I deal with customers. I hate customer service. I left customer service 4 years ago, and I never looked back. And then I had to go back to it because I'm like, I hate you people. Not you people, but crazy people who call and cuss you out when it's not your fault. I be able to tell people, like, did you call for assistance or what? Because you talking real crazy, like I'm not going to talk crazy back to you. That's number one. And number two, these co-workers. You think I won't cuss you out? I have to tell my supervisor, these co-workers think they customers and they won't get cussed out. If I'm going to cuss out a customer, you think I'm not going to cuss you out? Now, pause. When I say cuss out a customer, I'm not cussing out customers, but don't think in any situation that you can ever talk crazy to Millie, because you can't. I'm never going to just disrespect anybody. You're not going to disrespect me. I'm not about to fight with you. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. Anywho, so apartment, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it's affordable and I have a place to stay. Although I done told y'all I didn't have no money, right? So we have plenty of letters, notices on the doors, extra rent paid. Now that's one thing about them. They be like, Miss Mildred, we see you haven't paid your rent, and before we file this eviction, we want to know what's up with the what's up. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm poor. So I got y'all. So yeah, I've never had that happen in my life. I don't think I've ever had anything actually filed because I always pay my rent before it gets to that point. But there have been times that I've been, very much late. And I'm just like, I don't do this. I pay my bills on time. I work. I take care of my business. I don't trick off my money. I don't get money and go spend it on bullshit when I got bills due. I don't do that. I take care of my business. But I can't help it if I got a job that don't want to pay nothing. These jobs don't want to pay nothing. These jobs don't be paying nothing. You can't be paying people 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 dollars an hour and then they about to survive. They not. We not. Oh, speaking of, okay. So I'm giving my apartment a 10 out of 10. Job. One out of 10. Pause. Okay, let me stop being dramatic. Job, I'm going to say, we're going to add some points because I got a job. So we're going to say a 7 because I got a job. So we're going to say a 7 out of 10. And I say that because, one, the pay is better, but it still is not enough to survive. That's why I have to have another job. 2, so when I started, and I went through the first few weeks of training, the last 2 weeks was like, you take calls on your own. Why are you doing this? I have to tighten my band. That's what it is. I got to tighten my elastic band. I loosened it up because it was giving me a headache and I loosened it up too much. Anywho. So during that time, they were like, our full-time production hours is 32 hours. No, the fuck it's not, because you hired me for 40. So I'm like, thinking to myself, y'all hired all of us new people, but y'all took y'all other people and put them at 32 fucking hours. I would be pissed. Now, apparently the holidays coming up, so things about to get shaking and moving and whatever. It's going to be a lot of overtime. I don't know. But so I'm like, well, I'm glad I got 40 hours for right now. So at the end of the last week of July, I go to clock in, bright and early and tired, and it said promoted time off. What you mean? So look at my schedule for the week and another day, promoted time off. What you mean? So every week they took away 3 hours. For this month at least. I don't know if it could change. Because I just found out right now that a new class just came out of training. So every new class y'all reducing the other people before it's hours. So now I'm going to have to take off some points for them because that's some bullshit, okay? I was hired for 40 hours. Now, if I decide I'm not going to call in, y'all going to be talking about, oh, you not calling in messes up this and that, but you're just going to tell me I need to not come in? And first of all, don't tell me when I'm not going to come in. Let me choose, because if anything, I'm going to leave early. I don't want to come in late. But I just can't believe that I'm like, y'all really just going to take everybody's hours. I'm thirsty, pause. So I'm going to do 5 out of 10 because I'm grateful that I have a job. but also the job is trash because people are crazy, and they just magically taking hours away from the full-time employees, and I think that's absolutely ridiculous, especially since you're going to keep having these training classes. I feel really bad for the people who have 32 hours. Anywho, oh, also I was so poor I had to try to hide my vehicle. Y'all would read between the lines. Now, I ain't never had that happen. When I tell y'all, the only bill that I ever paid late on purpose was Verizon, my cell phone, because I'm like, y'all charge too much and it barely works. Y'all gonna get the money when I got it. Anywho, bills don't be getting paid. But I was like, oh my God, I cannot pay my car. And it was like, if you don't pay by this date, we coming to get it, fam. And I was like, okay, I need 7 more days from this date, and it's gonna be completely paid up. All the payments is gonna be paid at that one time. We can't do that. What the fuck you mean? Anywho, it ended up working out. But I did have, okay, dumb decisions were made. Ended up wasting like additional $300, and I slept in my car. Moving on. So finances, 1 out of 10. 4, can't afford nothing. Can't afford nothing, can't do nothing but pay bills and be tired. And let me just say, I am not new to hard work. I've been doing this my whole life. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. But again, when you've worked so hard to be at a certain point, and when you have a degree in a certain field and you're not working in that field and you're not thriving in that field, it's very much like, what am I supposed to be doing? Give me the answers. I don't have the answers. Moving on. Weather stressing me out. Although, I guess it hasn't been as bad as it can be. It rains a lot, but I'll be in the house 5 days a week, so it really does not affect me. Yeah, so the weather is trash. Even though the heat out here is not worse than Arizona, I don't care what y'all say, dry heat is not better. Maybe y'all never been in 120 degree weather, 100 degrees at midnight, but humidity, I'll take that any day over dry heat at 120 degrees, 115 degrees, 100. Why are you so hot? So to me, the heat is not, it be hot. Don't get me wrong, I'll be hot. But it also be having a little breeze. It just be muggy. It be a little moist. It be a little warm. Arizona be like, you about to die. And I'm not being dramatic. Arizona is hot. And I was in Arizona from 2008 to 2021. And every year they be like, oh, this is the hottest summer. It can stop being the hottest summer. It's too hot. But because of where I live and because it don't be, I just think my apartment stays cool. Like right now, this was Arizona, it's like 4 o'clock. There's no way I cannot have the air on because it would be deathly hot. I don't put my air on until peak time. I keep my electric bill very much low because I use the air when it's free. And luckily, it don't start getting hot, uncomfortable, kind of, until about 6. And then my free time starts at 8. So I just suffer a little bit for 2 hours. Now, that's one great thing. That is a win. Electric bill be very much cheap. Although I be forgetting to pay it. And they be like, man, we're about to cut you off. And I'll be like, oops, I forgot again, huh? I need to put it on auto pay or something. Anywho, moving on. Dating. Have not dated. I've been trying to be on this app. I'm not gonna reach out to nobody. I'm not gonna slide in nobody's DMs. I'm just not. Like, if I see you in person, I am a little bit more bold. Like, if I see something I like, I'm like, yo, what's up with the what's up? But for the most part, I'm not about to be like, oh, hi, you're cute. What's your name? I don't know. I'm just not about to do that. So I don't respond to, well, I don't initiate any conversation. And if somebody slides in my DMs, one, the app is on a phone that I no longer have. So that phone is not always with me. If it doesn't work if it's not on Wi-Fi. So, and at my jobs, I can't have my phone. And all I'm gonna say is you're not gonna tell Millie what she can do in her own house. I'm gonna leave it at that. But so I'm not gonna be sitting here being on some app. And when I say I work 10 to 10, except for Sundays and Thursdays, my other job is in between. So I work 10. I got a split shift. I get off it in the middle. I work my other job. I get off of that, and I go right back to work. There's no breaks in between. So anywho, I'm not dating. People can ask me, are you dating? I'm not dating. I don't be trying to, and if anybody see me in public, they don't talk to me. I be in the house 10 to 10, Sunday through Thursday, okay? Friday and Saturday, I'd be so tired. By the time I get off, I go to sleep. Not really, but I don't. Oh, and remember I said I was poor? I can't take myself out to eat. I can't even get into a place to see what the scenery is like. Well, I'm sure there's some free places. One of my clients told me about all these places. I forgot the name of all of them, but I ain't got no gas to go nowhere either. I'm poor. So no, I can't date, because even if I go on a date, he want to play me, I can't even pay for my own food. How I'm gonna get back home? I ain't got no gas money. Can't Uber. Well, I'm not gonna Uber. I'm gonna drive myself anywhere. Okay, but I'm poor. Anywho, so dating 0 out of 10. Also, I have not changed my bad habits of, one, not paying attention. I just be minding my business. I don't be talking to nobody. If anybody looking my way, I don't see them. You better speak up, because I don't see you. I just be, if I go out in the stores, I know what I'm getting. I'm going back home. So the dating is my fault. Oh, my necklaces, I didn't even put them on the outside. I would have been looking like The Rock anyways. Anywho, the lack of dating, that's all me. What else is there? Money in shambles, dating life in shambles, business in shambles. I don't know. I just don't think my content is cute enough for people to be like, let me give her a shot. I don't know. Anywho. So yeah, everything's in shambles. What else? Pause. Overall, I am still neutral with Houston. I don't like it. I don't dislike it. To me, it's just a place that I live that I have no family. I have a cousin. She has her own life. I have an aunt. She does not live close, and she's my grandfather's sister. She has a kid who's my mother's age, and a grandchild who's in her early 20s, I think. I know she's very much young, who has a kid. See, in Arizona, I had most of my family. So Houston is just like, I'm in another place. It's just a place that I live, but there's just no family. And I have no clients, which sucks. I miss my clients so much. I be literally looking at old videos and pictures and be crying like, why did y'all let me leave y'all? What was I thinking? I'm about to cry right now. What was I thinking? Well, I know what I was thinking, but I'll be back. I create these scenarios in my brain of how things are going to happen. They're usually always negative. That's something I'm trying to work on. As soon as I can afford it, I'm going to get some real help. But in the meantime, it's just me and my partial prayers. And I say that because I've been sleeping on that too. I just be like, Lord, I'm not going to stress you out today. I'm just be grateful. I'm alive and I'm well. My limbs is functioning as they should. I don't depend on nobody else. I thank you. So, so I'm just neutral. And that's because, one, I have not changed my bad habits. And my bad habits are getting in my own way. Creating bad scenarios in my brain. Like, everything that I don't do is because of scenarios I've created that have been that are negative, and insecurities I have with myself. Every single negative thing in my life is because I get in my way. I be creating things that don't exist. So I be literally creating scenarios in my brain like, oh my God, I got a new client. Oh my God, I'm going to do her hair. She going to hate it. She going to cuss me out. I'm going to cuss her out back because she's not about to cuss me out. She going to blast me on social media. Everybody going to think I'm trash. Nobody going to come to me. I'm never going to get any more clients. I'm going to have to be run out of Houston. I'm going to have to cry in a corner. And then reality be like, oh my gosh, she loved it. And she was so appreciative. And she was so happy she found me. But in the meantime, I've created this whole scenario. Delusional. I need help. I haven't even really explored. I have not done anything that I wanted to do. There's a lot of things I want to do. I can see it. I can see all these things, but I be getting in my way. I'm about to start crying. For the most part, I'm not an outgoing person with strangers. Even with family, like my grandma all the time be like, this is the most she ever talks. Because I just be chilling. There's a lot that I still need to do to get out of my way. And until I get out of my way, I'm not going to thrive. So my feelings about Houston is I have none yet because I am still getting in my way. So it's still neutral. I've been here a year. It has been a very hard year. Which even still, to me, it's not the worst. So it's like, yes, I do be crying in the corner. Absolutely. But at the same time, it's like, okay, thankfully I'm not one of those people who let life get so hard that they start needing other outlets like drugs or alcohol. Y'all hear my stomach? Maybe my outlet is food because I do be having the desire to eat when I don't be hungry, which is why I need to keep broccoli on deck. Because I just be want to eat. Millie, you're not hungry. You're not hungry, madame. So maybe that's my thing. I don't know, but at least I'm not on drugs. At least I'm not drunk somewhere. And I'm not saying at least as in I'm better. I'm just saying I'm glad that things could be worse. And these worst things could be my life. But luckily, that's not my life. Luckily, I do still have a little bit of faith. And I do believe. I just really need to focus on being deprogrammed. And just really focusing on just me and the Lord. And I hope when he speaks to me, I can hear him. Because really that's all that matters. But also I be trying not to get too dramatic because this world is in shambles. And even with everything that's going on, I'm just so thankful for one, having family. Some family members have had to help the kids, you feel me? So I'm grateful for that. I'm about to cry. I'll be back. Okay, it's taking too long to get uncryable, so I'm just gonna have to talk. Let me relax, because I don't know why my eyeballs. One thing about me, I'm gonna cry. My guys gonna tell me the other day, you be trying to act hard, but you're really soft. I said, I don't try to act hard, and I am very much soft. But you can't punk me, or you're not gonna be the reason I'm crying. But if I need to cry, I'm gonna cry, and I've never not cried in public. I can't stop myself from crying right now, okay? But I'm gonna save the rest of this for my anniversary video because I've been licensed for 10 years. And the rest of what I want to say belongs really in that video, but all in all, overall, we are just neutral and we're just trying to figure out this thing called life, and we're trying to figure out how to reach people so that I can get back to doing what I love to do. And hopefully I can figure out other things that I love to do, and hopefully it rewards me in a way that I can be a resource to other people, because ultimately that's my goal. I've been in Houston a year. I've been crying in the corner. I've been surviving. It's been very much hard, and I'm just like, and I'm still getting in my way, and hopefully I'll get out of my way and I can thrive at life. So that is it. That's my update for Houston. Still neutral. I can't do nothing but sit here on this black couch and get cussed out by people. Anywho, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, all that great stuff, and TTYO.